Hello and welcome back to Sacred Vapes, channel that aims to bring the views and experiences of products in the market today, brought to you by an average vapor. Now, for a juice review for you guys this week, it's from a company you may not have heard of. They're a retail shop. They're one that started off much like many others, and they're starting to branch out now. It is Rubeez. Now, Rubeez, as I say, they started out much like anybody else, mixing their own e-liquids to save a bit of money. People started asking them for where they were getting them from, and they just grew from there. They created a brand. They're quite popular through Facebook, and they have a shop as well, and they've got a great range of flavours on the website. For this review, I'm focusing on the Kenzi Kandi Box. Now, it's 5 different flavours and all different sweet style liquids. Now, are they any good? Are they worth buying? Let's find out. So they can come in 50ml bottles in like the flat packs, so they're postable through your letterbox. I've noticed they do seem to be capable of putting 2 nicotine shots in if you wanted 6mg, which is a massive bonus for me. The bottle's nice and squeezy. Design on them, very much self-explanatory. You know, this says fruit pastels. And yeah, for price-wise, you're looking to pick one of these up for around £22, posted with the nicotine shots for about 250ml worth of liquid, which is really good value. So we'll get into it now. We'll talk about my experiences of each one and whether it's worth picking them up. But first, let's have a vape. First one I'm going to start off with is fruit salad. Now, fruit salad, as you can imagine, is pretty much trying to model exactly on the sweet. And it's a sweet for me that, I don't know about yourself, but they were always one of the last ones in the bag of the 20p mix when I was a kid. Wasn't a big fan of them, but I didn't hate them either. So it was interesting to see what came through with this flavour. And honestly, you get a lot of tropicalness come through. There's a sweet inhale. There definitely is a sweet inhale. And you get bits of pineapple, bits of, basically it's hard to pinpoint, but a very tropical vape. And mixed with that sweetness, it does make it almost authentic for the fruit salad sweet. It's a really nice flavour going into the exhale. You are getting, again, a nice thorough vape. You know, the flavour doesn't drop. And yeah, the sweetness kind of dies down on the exhale, I did find, which is, again, it's pro. Coil life on this was really good. And yeah, using this at both high and low wattages, I found the flavour to be pretty consistent. So yeah, it's not quite exactly like a fruit salad, but you're going to get as close as you're possibly going to get with it. It's a nice, sweet, like vape. So moving on to the next one, it is the Everlasting Gobstopper Nerds. Now, it's very hard to pinpoint what an Everlasting Gobstopper tastes like. I don't know about yourself, but I don't use that many of them. So I was a little bit basing my experience just on my flavour from the tanks that I was putting this through. And I must admit, the flavour of this was very sherbety. Again, it's a very sweet inhale. You get the sherbety flavour, and moving on to the exhale, that sherbet just keeps going, but it doesn't overwhelm your senses. It doesn't overly sweeten, if that makes sense, to the point where your coil starts struggling with the liquid. It's just a nice, it's a slight fruity sherbet flavour. I did notice at a lower wattage that seems to be a bit of tropicalness coming through. A little bit like a tropical type flavour, not like the fruit salad, but just like a light artificial, like tropical type flavour. But mainly that's going to be because of the sherbet. So main experience with this, coil performance really good. It's just like a sherbety type vape with a little bit of fruitiness added to it as well. So really enjoyable. Next one is going to be Strawberry and Grape Nerds. Now, this was a flavour I didn't really experience as a kid. I don't think I ever tried them sort of sweet. So it was interesting to see what sort of profile this was going to bring. And the strawberry is a nice sweet strawberry. I think the strawberry's there to bring that sweetness to the liquid, but you do get that on the inhale. The little bit of the grape, tiny bit sour coming through. That again you do get in quite a bit. And when you move on to the exhale, I find the grape starts to take over a lot more than the strawberry. So you do get a nice, more natural grape style flavour rather than an artificial one, like a grape drink. In terms of the overall profile, I found the flavour to be a little bit weaker with this one. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it's the type of grape in there that if it was overloaded to give you that extra taste, it probably would burn your coil out at the same time. It does taste like that type of grape that has happened to me before over. So yeah, it's not the strongest in the box, but it is a nice, again, consistent flavour. You do get a sweet inhale, a sour exhale, and yeah, just overall, it's a nice addition to the box. It may not be your favourite one, but it is enjoyable. Next one is going to be Fruit Pastels. Now, the Fruit Pastels, again, was a bit of a mystery for me, mainly because they're all different flavours, and how can you translate that over to something like this? Honestly, spot on. Honestly, absolutely spot on. This blew me away. Mainly because what you're really getting with it, you do get a little bit of sweetness to it, but it seems to be through the fruit rather than added sweetener. But what you're getting is just a blast of different flavours. You know, you're definitely getting lime, you're getting a bit of pineapple, a bit of strawberry, a bit of orange. You know, you're getting all these profiles come through. The lime seems to be a bit more dominant than the others. But yeah, it just mixes together almost perfectly in a way that you would shove a load of fruit pastels in your mouth, for argument's sake. So yeah, this one is absolutely incredible. Really recommend trying it. And the final one is another Nerds apple and lemon sour lemonade. This one again was more of a beverage style rather than a sweet one. It is a bit of a sweet flavour. The inhale does come through. You get a little bit of lemon, you get a lot of apple, a little bit of the natural sour apple come through in the inhale. And moving on to the exhale, you do get much more lemonade come through, hence the beverage style vape. You do get a bit of sourness under that lemonade, but I find that the sourness seems to counterbalance a little bit too much with the sweet lemonade part. So what you're getting with the apple lemonade is that essentially that it is just like a beverage style drink. Again, really nice performance, nice for a vape. I did notice on the higher wattages that the apple came through a lot more on the inhale especially, and didn't drop as much on the exhale, where dropping it down to about 70 watts. I did find that it was more a lemonade dominant type flavour, but yeah, it's a really nice flavour. It's another great addition to the box, and yeah, well worth trying it out. So yeah, nice short sweet juice review for you guys. I say overall thoughts about this range. For the price of it, it is really good. It is well worth picking up if you want sweet style vapes. Now, they are going to be sweet, so if you don't want that sweet and even artificially sweet type flavour, this may not be for you. But for a box of 5 different flavours, it's a nice profile mix. You get all different experiences. I wouldn't say any of them really taste like each other, which is always a good thing. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll drop a link to the website below, so you can, if you want to go and check them out, you can do. But yeah, overall, they're not going to be the most mind-blowing flavours you will buy, but for a box of Ranger liquids, not bad. I really enjoyed using them. So yeah, that was the Kenzi Kandi Box from Rubeez eliquid. There's a full written review over on own page if you want to go and check that out as well. But yeah, just overall, I've enjoyed using them. So as I always say, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay safe. And keep vaping.